Hi, thanks for connecting. So I have asked you if I can do this as a public posted video, and thank you for saying yes, because I feel a lot of times when I do a reading, now this is only for the cartomancy card readings that I'm doing public, but I feel as though when I do readings, there are people out there that benefit, even though even if, for example, I may, do reading and it may resonate with somebody, but please do know it is specifically for this person that has purchased this reading. So if you resonate but would like to have an in-depth reading for yourself, you may visit redearthgoddess.com. You can send me a private message, or you, after purchasing or during purchasing, you can leave me a note of the questions that you'd like to be answered or directed. However, you don't have to ask me any questions, just as this gentleman who I'm going to be reading for with this cartomancy deck has not asked me a specific question. He just came by, connected with me, and asked me to give him a reading with whatever it is that I pick up. And as I'm shuffling the deck, we here have the Eight of Spades. Okay, so what does this look like to you? This looks like a goddess who is stepping in her power, working with the elements to summon and to bring forth an intention with her will. Okay, so again, these cards are made metaphorically. They symbolize, for everybody, they symbolize something different. And for your situation, of course, you are a male on a physical level. We all have inner goddesses. It's all in our DNA. We have the feminine, the masculine, the sun, the light. Being aware with that, being aware of your physicality and your spirit, allows you to be aware of that. We have the elements around us, whether we actually summon or work with the elements or not on a conscious level. The elements are all around us: water, air, fire, earth. Planet Earth has all these elements. We work with them. We have water in our system. We have air all around us. We breathe in the air. We breathe out the air. The fire is within us. The fire lights our candles, heats our homes, lights the light. Okay, and so on. Our body is made up of this earth. We are here to live on this earth. So when we are aware of the intentions that we are setting out, and when we bring it forth on a conscious level to come together, is when we really truly realize we are the masters of our fate, and we are bringing forth what it is, so that we are attracting, whether it be bad or good, which symbolizes the number 8. Again, when it comes to spades, you may see that as a practical thing. You may see that as a thought. But for me, and the way I've created this, it's very much an energetic essence. It's a thought. It's symbol. It's connected to the swords, the ethers, which is what we have right here. And she's got a wand, even though, according to tarot, wand is the fire. But we have the 8 here, and 8 is energy and physical body. Okay. So I'm just picking up information for you, and we're just going with it. And then I'm seeing here the 7 of Spades. And in this card, we see a female here sitting down, reading a book, okay, gaining knowledge, working with the elements. It could be that, you're being called by you coming to me and connecting to me. It could be that you are being called to look into witchcraft, to read more about witchcraft, to connect with different aspects of yourself, different connections to this earth. Maybe it could be that you're just, igniting your soul with the physical, and you want to know how to do it, whether you're an atheist or not, because I'm picking up that you don't really believe in a God of which has been written down in the books, such as like the gods in the Abrahamic faiths or Christianity, or even though, I don't really want to get into Judaism because it's very eclectic, actually, Judaism, but very much similar to the gods of the Hindu pantheon. But what I want to say is, with these two together, and you can even just it could be an accumulation of your life experiences of which you've already had, and you're just kind of contemplating with it, and that is what is allowing you to come to consciously work with that. But I do suggest life is the greatest teacher. We can read and read and read, whether they're books, whether it's online searches, people's experiences, but our life, that reading, those books, it may have been someone else's life experience, so your experience is for you. And so here we have this beautiful card right here, and this, again, I always say this is one of my favorites, and so is this one, but this is one of my favorites. And so I'm coming, with this card, I'm coming to feel, or I'm picking up information that this is just a very potent time for you, where you're actually opening up the doors of this awareness, okay? So a lot of times people, they'll come to me as a very big stepping stone. I don't come to people, they come to me usually when it comes to readings. I don't go after people, I don't do anything like that. They connect with me, and it's usually meant to be, because I'm one of those readers and healers where the second you connect to me on an energetic spirit, or on an energetic, level, there is an initiation going on here, okay? So whether it's a portal, an energetic level, an activation, that is what I usually sense forth, and allows you to connect with me, and an awareness takes place there, okay? Now, this is a journey. It takes some time to really fully come forth with this, but it allows you to connect with who you are on that journey that it takes time to go through. So it's, and how do you get there? You get activated. It's an activation process, okay? I don't know, it's pretty interesting, I'll tell you that. And I am getting the visions that you're smiling and you're giggling to yourself, because this is true. This is true. Because you sent me that message yesterday, and the things you were saying that made me giggle. Because, so not going to get into details, but you know what I'm talking about when it comes to connecting, and, because you have this within you, you have these gifts within you. A lot of us have forgotten who we were, who we are. We have forgotten because we have been told that we are something else. And as a child, as a young person, after the age 25, it gets very hard to change. It is possible, but, with the right work and the right guidance in terms of somebody to mirror you, or somebody to be there for you and to show you the way, or anything of that nature, allows you to grow and to change naturally when you're doing the inner work, okay? So I'm seeing here is the Three of Hearts. So there's a conversation here with a female, and it feels as though somebody is kind of listening, okay? So in his hand he has some paperwork with a guitar. It's not really a guitar, it's one of, it's like a guitar, it's an acoustic, and she's really giving him the message, okay? And somebody else has a sword down, and I'm feeling, though, his armor, that's his armor, so there's a knight here. And 3 is all about creation. Have you ever heard of the Three's a crowd? But, I'm seeing with absolute love and compassion, there is somebody here who is willing to give you this information, who's willing to step by step be there to guide you and to make sure, you are satisfied with what it is that you are either summoning with your witchcraft, or, coming to this awareness or intention work that you're doing, even if it's just something that you're thinking about. It doesn't have, like I said, you don't have to necessarily be working in witchcraft or doing anything like that of that nature. It could just be, knowledge, teaching, teaching yourself, learning about that yourself. So, but there's nothing to be fearful about this third person that's listening. It's not scary at all. It's just somebody. It could be, like a guy, like a guide, like a protector, or like a totem of yours. If you're familiar with spirit totems, if you've watched my videos, which at this point I'm sure you have, because you wouldn't have. Most likely, you would have probably thought I was like. You wouldn't have purchased this reading from me if you weren't familiar with my work. So I'm sure you're familiar with spirit totems and all that stuff. So, I mean, we can totally connect and find out what your totems are together and such things like that. And, who knows, with the female who's, giving you these messages and stuff, maybe it's me. But I'm seeing here that this is good. This is very good. Just going to pick up more information. Oh, we got the 6 of diamonds. So, yeah, this is a confirmation of the totems here, okay? Because these beautiful cherubs over here that are speaking through are here to reassure the feeling and the sense of, we all have guides. We have spirit guides. We have protectors. We have our ancestors in the spiritual realm that is protecting us and guiding us. We have angels, okay, who are constantly giving us messages on a regular basis every day. Whether you step outside of your house and you see numbers on buses, bulletin boards, homes, walking on the street, and you see certain number sign everywhere, on TV, on your computer, on your telephones, when you're constantly seeing similar numbers, similar signs, similar messages, a song you can listen to. Sometimes we'll hear a song that we haven't heard in like 20 years, and then all of a sudden that same day it's playing like 20 times. So these are your guides and these are your spirit protectors who are really giving you messages, okay? So allowing yourself to really come in and be aware of the magic that's all around us allows you to realize what is truly around us and the amount of inner power that we truly have, that we are, constantly around spirits and whatever it is, that you see them as. For people who don't really, I don't know, I just get a really strong feeling that you're an atheist, and I know you've never mentioned that to me, that you are an atheist, and I'm sure you have some sort of belief with this stuff, but everybody, like some people, their idea of atheism is completely different from another atheist. But like I said, you wouldn't have purchased this from me, other than you probably wanting attention from me if that was the case, but I'm not getting that, so, it's just some sort of awareness that I'm kind of bringing out for you, is what I'm picking up. You connecting with me, it's like as if my soul and your soul's connecting, and you're like, this girl has something for me, and that's what led you to this, and so, yeah. 6 is all about balance. It's a motherly number. It's a very community, loving number, community. This could be your community. This could be, or connecting with me and my community. It could be your calling, It could be that you working with your totems, with your angels and your guardians, being aware of the symbols, the symbology all around us. Okay, this could be your calling. It very much so can be. Okay, and then we got the King of Spades offering his crown. Okay. And there's something I'm picking up here that I'm going to send you in a private message. I'm not going to tell to the public, because the public's viewing this. And only because I feel as though this should be shared only to you, and I'm getting this through my higher self. Now, when I say the spirits, if you ever see me in my older videos or any other videos, and I'm saying, "Oh, spirit is telling me," usually it's my higher self. Okay, but this I need to tell you something, that because I was just saying about I bring something forth for you that you're connecting about yourself, that you've forgotten, or something there, coming from someone who is atheist. It could be that I'm really truly pulling something out of you of which connects to you on a soul level. Okay, there was an atheist I met last winter, who believes in karma but does not believe in the soul. Okay, and he told me he believes in karma but he doesn't believe in the soul, but he believes in emotions and he believes in energies. And so we had a 2-hour discussion, and I remember we were face to face, and I remember I was like, it's never about right or wrong, because it's not that what he's saying is wrong, it's his understanding. And it's not that I'm right, because this is my understanding, this is my experience. But it's always good to share each other's so that we learn from each other. Okay, and I'm feeling that I'm being guided to tell you this message, and that is, I told him, you believe in energy, you believe in karma, and you believe in emotions. So what is a soul really? From my experience is that energy is soul. Okay? Frequency, vibrations, which he believes in, is what? It's an accumulation, karma. It's an accumulation of emotions and experiences and things we have been through, whether it's hate, pain, fear, greed, love, emotion, desire. What is this? It's an accumulation, and it is an aspect of a soul. It is an aspect. It becomes the soul. It becomes the experience. It becomes, I understand, certain things are physicality, like greed. Is it part of the soul? It may be, it may not be for some people. I'm not saying whether I believe greed is part of the soul, because when we don't have our physical body and it's just our spirit, we don't think of greed, do we? But who knows? Because this physical reality, this 3D physical reality of which humanity has been used to, is all about money, 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 greed, 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 sex, 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 lust, 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 desire, desire, jealousy, envy, and all these things. So, you know what I mean? But I'm feeling as though I'm just giving you an extra input, okay? And I'm feeling as though, energy can never die, okay? And like the soul can never die. So what happens to that greed? Where does it go? Where does that energy of greed and pain and emotional baggage, and where does it go? Is it not a soul? So I mean, there's so many ways of looking at it, so many ways. So I'm gonna pick out one. I don't feel that was for you, but I feel like that last card was for me, actually. But only because of what I just said, and it's not really relevant. I can send you a message and tell you what it was, but here I'm seeing the 5 of Hearts, okay? And here's a beautiful female with loving white energetic vibrations all around her, picking flowers, okay? 5 is all about change, communications, media, social media, freedom, which is she's free to do what she pleases. She's out in the garden. She's gathering these beautiful, fruitful abundance, contemplating. She's got this wonderful aura around her. Look at that. She's like an aurora. She's beautiful. Like, she's got white, and there's like a solar light coming through her gown. So it's as if I'm picking up, okay, that this is really resonating with you, okay, and I'm feeling that there is a saying, it's not what you say, it's not what you do, but it's for people forget what you say and people forget what you do, but people will never forget how you make them feel. And so I'm feeling as though that's what I'm making you feel right now. And that's another reason or another emotion or another feeling and sensation and frequency that I'm picking up as to why you ended up purchasing this reading for me. Because you just really are connected to, excuse me, that fell. There is a confirmation right there that you are just connecting to my energy, you're connecting to my essence, and that's really activating something within you, an awareness, a consciousness, an emotion, something from the past, present, future. It's all combined together. And it could be that you're just picking up on my white light and it's totally ringing a bell with yours, because everybody has access to white light, and some people, they have white light in their auras, although they don't have it as their entire aura, but there are some little aspects and sparkles of white light. So regularly, just bringing forth a clear intention every single day allows you to really welcome that into your life, okay? So you let me know how this reading resonated, and we'll connect some more, alright, dear? So speak soon.